Introduction and Navigation. Welcome to the KRONOS video manual. In 2011, KORG introduced the most powerful music workstation ever made, the KRONOS. Nothing else had so much creative and performance power in one musical instrument. This new KRONOS takes that further, adding even more intuitive features and incredible sounds. In this hour-long video, we'll cover the main functions of your KRONOS. There's a lot to cover, so each exercise will be brief, but it should be enough to get you started. For more detailed information, the PDF manuals on the accessory disc that came with your KRONOS can help you dig deeper. As well, the onboard help system offers immediate assistance with whatever you're doing on the KRONOS. Pressing this help button instantly accesses the English versions of all the manuals. For example, to access information about the current page you're on, just press and release the help button. For more information on any front panel button, knob, slider, etc., just hold down the help and press the button or move the controller in question. We recommend that you follow this video all the way through the first time, pausing when necessary. Then later, go back to specific chapters. Also, the programs and combinations in my KRONOS may be different than yours. This won't affect the video. Okay, let's get started. The KRONOS has 7 modes. Program mode, where you access individual sounds like pianos, organs, synth leads, etc. Combination mode, where up to 16 sounds can be combined together like splits, layers, and more. Sequencer mode, for MIDI and audio recording. Set list, for accessing programs, combinations, and songs all in one place. Sampling mode, for creating your own samples. Disk mode, for saving and loading data. And global mode, for adjusting parameters that affect the instrument as a whole, for example, the calibration of the screen. In fact, that's a good place to start. You calibrate the screen by touching here to pull down the page menu, like a drop-down menu on a computer. Touch panel calibration. For best results, calibrate using a stylus or fingernail and press the exact centers of the calibration boxes. Touch here, here, then done. By the way, you can access any of the first 10 page menu items by holding down Enter and using the numeric keypad. Pressing 3 accesses touch panel calibration. One of the main features of the KRONOS is the Touch View user interface. I'm going to use combination mode to show you a few things, but the other modes work basically the same way. This is the top page of the main page group. In this case, play. These tabs take you to other pages within this page group. These tabs along the bottom take you to other page groups, again with tabs to pages within that group. The exit button is very useful. Press it once to go to the previous selected tab on the main page. Press it again to go to the first tab on the main page. Pressing it a third time selects the main parameter on the first page, in this case, the name of the combination. This pop-up button opens a list of items to select. If there's a safety pin icon, then when an item is selected, the window closes. If you touch this safety pin icon, the window is locked open until you press it again. When you touch a parameter, the parameter or its value will usually be highlighted. This is called the Edit cell. The cell can be edited in a few different ways. Using the value controllers, the numeric keypad, or by touching and dragging on the screen up and down, and in some cases left and right as well. Sliders and knobs can be adjusted in this same way, including using the numeric keypad and value controllers. You will also occasionally find checkboxes. Simply touch the box to select and touch again to deselect. These category pop-up boxes allow you to select programs and combinations by category. We'll look at this in the Program Combination Set List chapter. You will occasionally come across dialog boxes. For example, when I choose to write this combination, this appears. Touching the T takes me to where I can use the screen to type in the name I want for the combination. Touching OK confirms the text. Touching OK would save the combination. Touching Cancel or the Exit button cancels the write operation. To the left of the screen is the KRONOS control surface. These Control Assign buttons select what the control surface will be controlling. For example, when I select Timbre Track, these 8 sliders are adjusting the levels of the first 8 sounds, or timbres as they are called, of this combination. Press Timbre Track again, and I'm adjusting the volumes of timbres 9 through 16. Now I have control of whatever is plugged into the audio inputs on the back of the Kronos. The Control Surface tab displays what each slider, switch, and knob is assigned to control. External lets you assign MIDI CCs to control other devices. Now the knobs are doing real-time control of the sounds, and the switches and sliders are controlling Karma. Control Assign and Control Surface adjustments can be done from the screen as well. Tone Adjust controls individual parameters of sounds, as well as the setlist EQ. We'll look at each of these in their respective chapters. This Kronos is set to shut off if there is no activity for a certain period of time. For example, touching the display or front panel controls, playing sound, sending or receiving MIDI, etc. The settings are in Global, Page Menu, Auto Power Off setting. Before we move on to the next chapter, I'm going to turn the Kronos off and on. Wait about 10 seconds before turning it back on. Starting up the Kronos takes approximately a minute and a half. Just like starting up a computer. This is normal. It's booting up the operating system and loading in the necessary files, including gigabytes of samples.